Next up is Katie and Ash.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Alright, okay. Hello. So I've got a couple of things just to sort of show off, and then at the end we have a sneak peek of the song. For people who don't know, we got music done by Daniel Ingram, who did the music for My Little Pony. So we're going to have singing songs in the game. So we have a little preview of that. We're not going to do the whole one unless it's after the stream, because we don't want people off getting the downloaded version. So we've just got a sneak peek for now, but if anyone wants to hear the full one afterwards, please let us know. So let's get started. So we've recently started redesigning Billie. And, well, it's been a while now, but you can see the new version versus the old version. So we've done quite a few tweaks since it's the main protagonist, and we're about to leap into like full development. We just wanted to do this last final change, and I wanted to talk a little bit about why we changed her and her evolution throughout development. So next page, Ash. So it was a UE4 game jam game called Spring Into Action. That's why she's a goat, because Springy wanted to make a 3D platformer. I wasn't a character artist. We were actually making a realistic horror game before this, and I was an environment artist doing realistic kind of stuff. And so since I was the only 3D artist, I quickly made this goat with oversized ears because I was rushing it and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really have any references for goat ear sizes. So I made them far too big, and I think she looked a little bit more like a cow, but yeah, this was just made really quickly. The eyes were 2D purely because I could just quickly texture them on. And if you want to go to the next slide, you can see a video of it and how it used to look back in the game jam days of 2 days that it took us to make. And we weren't going to continue it, but it got way more attention online in 2 days than, not like loads of attention, but more attention than our horror game ever did, which wasn't a great sign for the horror game, which had not been picking anything up. And on top of that, we enjoyed working on this more because it's a lot more colourful. So next page. So I thought I could redesign Billie, because now that I had some time to remake her, I thought 3D eyes would be a great idea. And apparently everyone found her horrifying. So I tried to shrink the ears because I was like, oh, well, that was a mistake. But everyone's like, no, I missed the older model, which means that obviously I've gone wrong if I've improved the model and everyone hates the improved model. So we went back to the 2D eyes again. Next page, Ash. And Ashley was a fan of the game who did these little drawings of Billie for fun. And their redesign of Billie was actually a lot better because they thickened up the ankles there and sort of made the character a lot more in proportion, because I was originally not a great 3D character artist. So if you go to the next page. And so we've recently been updating it to fit what Ashley designed. So you'll see that now Billie has the thicker ankles and the more in proportion body, whilst the older version has a much more elongated torso. And another thing is the ears keep getting longer, so we've just kind of gone with that, and they get longer and longer with each iteration. But we're pretty much done with Billie now. So she's getting reanimated currently, and we're putting all the new animations in, so I just thought I'd show some of them side by side, and you can see how the silhouette is a lot better as well. And the animator is much happier with this, because I wasn't going to make him reanimate everything, but he was also quite inexperienced, so he prefers the new rig, like being able to rig it again, and the character model is a lot better, so it's much more fun to work with. Next page. And then sort of from the side as well. And again. Okay, next we've got Dutch, another boss character. So we've only just started to sort of flesh this character out, but this is Dutch the wolf. And some concept art for him. And the man wolf, which is like his underling character. So he's another one of our bosses. Next page. And just a little storyboard introducing him. And he's got a southern accent.
Southern, like real Southern?
Southern American.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's up?
Next page. And we've been designing some little underlings. So these are sort of, he works in a hotel. It's kind of inspired by the Tower of Terror, if anyone knew that from Disneyland. But he's got these little raccoons working underneath him who sort of handle all the luggage and stuff like that around the hotel. Next page. Next we've got Aristotle. So I don't know if I put that in the wrong order, but anyway, here's Aristotle. Aristotle is the mentor character. They are an axolotl, so they are Aristotle, the axolotl. And we've started working on their 3D model recently, so I've just got started in that. So this is a turnaround sheet that Ash made, so we kind of collaborate quite closely now, and it makes things a lot faster for me as well, because it's a lot easier to sort of trace and keep the original concepts. Next page. And then we have this sort of intro cutscene, where you sort of get a bit of exposition thrown at you. So this is just sort of setting up the call to action here. Next page. Next, community Q&A. So we really want to sort of flesh out our characters. It's quite hard when you're in development, and a lot of our audience comes from the characters. So we thought it would be fun to do like a Twitter Q&A, which you can do right now. You can ask a character a question, and it kind of helps us flesh out the characters a bit, and it's quite fun to work with.
Nice.
So if you do have any questions, just hop over to our Twitter and you can ask any character a question. And if we like it enough, we'll put a little answer to it. Okay, now for the fun part. So this is the piano demo preview, so it's not too long, but it kind of gets you instantly hooked into the song. We're really happy with the piano demo, and now we're moving on to the full mix and starting to block out the boss fight in time to the music. So ready to play it? Next page.
You've been nothing but a pain in my side since day one. But I am Fantoccio, the great, and I'll not be outdone. Welcome to Fantoccio's spectacular theater in the pound. Please excuse my thespian vernacular when I say the waist going down. I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet on a string. I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything.
So we just did a little preview here. We've got the full song, but we didn't want to have it on stream, so if after stream people want to hear the full song, then that's great. But the idea is that he does his attacks in time to the music, and he's sort of giving cues, so he'll say, look out, my little friend, that shark is looking mean, and then he'll spawn a shark on the stage, and it kind of bounces in time to the music. You have to like avoid this. I think you have to stay in the spotlight as well and like dance with Fantoccio, and it's supposed to be really fun. So we're really happy. This is just the piano version, and the full version should be like a million times better because this is just sort of not with the right instruments. So the full version will have like an electric guitar, violins, and sort of change depending on the theme. So he'll change into different outfits. So he'll turn into like a pirate, and then it will use pirate music, and you'll be suddenly on a deck of a ship, and he'll be like using mops to swap the floor that you'll have to avoid and stuff like that. So yeah. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.